Oh gosh, we've doomed these men.
So yeah, 1/7 of 100 is going to be 14.2857143. So if you could
possibly
put that
a port in here.
Possibly, I don't think there is though.
Oh, these men are going to die.
No, don't be like that.
I have to, unfortunately. I think we could have handled the Northwest Passage just because the wind blows more east than west here.
You've got still...
If it stayed at 3, we'd be going twice as fast, man.
19 days of food. Or 19...
Oh, this isn't too bad.
Yeah. Quit giving me all this negative Nancy.
I was made fun of by Mysterious JG for... when I popped into Grimmeth's live stream for a minute, he was saying that Aerobiz wasn't the fastest paced game, and I was like, it's pretty fast paced compared to some guild quests in certain games.
So then he started mocking your...
So then he said, yeah, but let's just hope that Grimmeth doesn't fly to Greenland without any food and then have to load the game.
Well, that's all right. He's not going to ever watch this video. And I say that I say that believing that he more than likely will, but it's his habit to say anybody that he wants to watch a video is not actually going to watch a video.
Oh my god.
We collided with the port and saw it.
If only it had people on it. Or in it.
Well, there's a guy in it. You can be like, hey,
Listen,
why don't you come away with me?
We need one guy to...
leave this supply port behind.
We need one guy to change our crew numbers by ever so slightly so the game can math it properly.
Wait there, matey. Be shoving off.
Oh man, we're gonna make it after all.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you might just want to fill up with food, although you might not want to rely on Clear Springs. But 73 days. If you can't make it in 73 days, then...
Now, I'm wondering if I should go down this... I might as well go down this little river here, considering...
Well, you're gonna have to loop back up immediately. You found a village!
Your men have discovered vodka. They have decided to stay. This is way better than rum.
Your men have discovered Pripyat. They've turned into mutated monsters and will never leave.
Man, it would be awesome if we discovered some dashcam videos and brought those back to Europe. People eat those up.
Oh man, you've discovered a dashcam. You've become a YouTube sensation.
This is a very long river.
One of the villagers stumbled up next to your boat and then collapsed over in pain.
Come on, there's got to be a village in here. I mean, technically, there doesn't have to be, but there's got to be.
There's not the rules. But Russia is an incredibly, like, even now, is an incredibly sparsely populated nation.
You'd think they'd have at least one village.
I mean, you think not a lot of people live in northern Canada. You get out to Siberia. Turns out there's not a lot of folks just chilling.
It turns out there's one country bigger than Canada, and it's Russia.
Yeah. Turns out that the biggest countries in the world also have huge tracts of nothing.
Yep. The funny thing is that we fight over the little islands up north.
Oh, sure. I believe it.
No, I guess it's not that funny. Jerks.
Well, because it's
like, come on, it's on our side of the hemisphere. Leave us alone.
I mean, as seemingly worthless or seemingly uninhabitable any particular bit of land up there is, land's a finite resource. I know
there's definitely not enough in Canada and Russia to go around.
I know turf ain't nothing but lines on a map, but they're important lines. And sometimes Google draws them in a really weird way around bodies of water.
Yes. Oh, it turns out if I dip my feet into this water, I'll be accidentally trespassing on foreign soil.
If I dip my feet in the water, I'm trespassing on foreign soil.
Well, because some of it goes by and brushes against your feet in the sediment, you know?
Now I'm stepping into Rand McNally, where all of the water is land. And hamburgers eat people.
All right. 73 days to make it across. Now this is going to be a bit of a longer video. Maybe I'll end up cutting it in half.
If you want to cut it in half right now, you can, I guess. But
Well, it's already a...
it's already beyond the point of no return.
Yeah,
Just
a
like
little
this
bit.
trip.
Yes. I mean, technically we could go back. We have more than enough food, but why would we? The wind seems to have changed its average direction to be along the same path as us now.
Well, if you ever want to freeze frame it at any particular point, we could just talk some BS after this, and you can just loop that audio onto a still shot of whatever's going on at that moment, and then say, "Oh, hey."
Well, I might just find a significant enough cliffhanger, such as almost running out of food while looking for ports, and throw up a little Pietro cutscene.
Yeah.
No, this looks like it might be a way through.
Bean so much. Bean agrees. Looks like it might be a way through, but it's not.
It's not. It's just a river.
Well, it might be, actually.
Oh boy, now you've got me trying it out. Nope, nope. Back it up. I don't care if there's a village in there.
What if they're amazing discoveries?
They're not amazing enough to be worth people's lives. Well, sometimes they are, actually.
Yeah.
You discovered a polar bear.
You discovered penicillin.
10 men died to discover this penicillin. It wasn't worth it.
Penicillin will never save 10 lives.
Oh, we're getting up into the icy waters.
We're gonna start getting slow.
Well, I don't think it's a start getting slow. I think it's continue to slow by even more.
Continue to slow by more.
Slow down.
Lower. Woo! Yeah, there was a it became a running joke for JG and I. But we were in a toy store one time, and we found there's a toy car there, and it was one of the, it had like lights and sound on it, and it had the try me buttons on it, and pressed one of the try me buttons, and there's a voice that came on and said, "Slow down, pull over," and then the siren just went on for just a second, like woo, and so we determined that this was just a particularly rowdy police officer / a police officer that was Ric Flair that was just yelling, "Slow down, pull over, woo!"
Ah, it didn't work. Okay. I had something I was trying there, which was, I was like, hey, if it puts the extra crew on combat when you put them, the 12% at,
should be in between 14 and 15% would be a person. I think if you went to 30 and just decided you're going to have 2 people on lookout, that would maybe actually work.
Hey, another Dixon. We just keep getting lucky with these things.
We're up all night to get lucky.
In the town of Dixon.
Well, yeah. We're going to find some mates. We're actually finding no mates in this town. Ahoy there, maybe be shoving off, by the way. Let's get us some food.
Yes. Oops, we will be shoving off.
Ahoy there, matey. Will you be shoving off? There's nothing else to do. Shoving
Come on,
off.
shove off or eat food. We can eat food on the ship. We'll be fine.
We'll get you one of those cardboard things with the 4 cup holders in them.
Now, I've got to come down here just because
There's a port of Dixon right there.
there's a port right there.
It's going to turn out the wind will completely stop for 3 months.
Holy crap, okay. Maybe what I'll do is before I go in there, I'll throw it on another save here.
Yeah. The wind is pushing away. We can't move further.
I almost want to just like...
You
Let's get a little bit of this going on. There we go. Oh, well, that was really fun. There's nothing
Great cruise,
there.
everybody. Well, you got a lot of map coverage. Mercator will be
guess.
totally happy to find out what some of the middle of.
I'm surprised how much sand there is on the beaches up here.
I hate sand. Gets everywhere. No, I'm down with sand. You know, I did want to make an Anakin Skywalker gag, but I can't lie. I gotta be true to sand.
All right. Good. I was hoping that wouldn't be another river.
I thought
How
you're like,
close?
good. I didn't want to have to smack you for being so down about sand.
I feel like I can't not. No, I cannot go down that one.
Yeah, you
All these
cannot
fjords.
There
Are they called
some-
fjords here?
I don't know. These might be too big to be considered fjords as a topographical feature. These may all just be their own individual bays.
We've got a lake in northern Ontario that's actually made out of bays.
A lake of bays?
That's actually the name of it.
Well, there you go. This is quite a little river system up here.
That
Say
is where
little,
the childhood
big.
cottage that I've mentioned before was actually on the Lake of Bays.
Oh, the Lake of Bays. Nice.
And I have
See,
no
Lake
idea
of
what
Bays
the-
is not bad. Lake of the Woods, I admit, it's also kind of a cool place to have a cabin and all, but does sound a little bit more like a
It sounds
direct.
a little murdery.
It sounds more like a direct-to-video horror title.
Yes.
Lake of the Woods. And then, you know, there's a picture on it of like a secluded cabin out in the hills, but the trees somehow like form a screaming face.
Or there's a hole in the side of the one trunk that looks like a skull.
That's right.
This
Oh
is a
man, look
very
at the
long
notch
river.
hole in that tree. Oh my god. It's a smiling devil face. Boy, this really is a long one.
Yeah.
That's
Oh man, we've gotten so far down that there's other trees. The trees aren't covered in snow anymore. And yet no one still wants to live here. Alright. We're gonna power our way out of this thing.
but with the power of time travel. Oh. Got a little bit too far there.
Yeah.
How close are you to Dixon?
I don't think we're too far, but we also still have like 50 days of
Food left? Eh?
food left, yeah.
Your funeral.
Oh man. I don't know, we're within distance of the we're like
Yeah, I
2/3
think
of
you're
the way
going
there.
the distance. You're going for speed. So this has turned out to be a if you know this particular video, because I'm gonna guess whenever you do split this video, this one is going to be mostly just sailing across you know, the northern end
chill
of Russia.
Video. Or at
I'm
least
gonna-
Chile.
Chile was probably in the previous video.
I meant cold.
Oh.
Someone, I posted one of my C64 videos on Reddit recently. Someone gave me a
was
hard
it-
time about not using original hardware.
Yeah.
And I was like, I do have two C64s within eyes. I can lay eyes on them right now.
Yeah.
However, they both have issues with their video chips right now. So I can't capture with them, but also like the load times, man. There are some
Yeah.
benefits to emulation when you're trying to do a Let's Play.
For when you're trying to just figure these things out for illustrative purposes.
Mm-hmm.
That
But
reminds me.
he had a good enough eye to know that it was an emulator, despite the fact that I didn't show the emulator window.
Yeah, you weren't doing any other kinds of effects.
Go
But
like,
he
man,
probably
the
just
sound
noticed.
is off on this.
Well, either the sound is off on this, or you like didn't hear giant sort of chunk clunk noises whenever you pressed keys.
Yeah. Or the loading wasn't like.
Yeah, any of that stuff. It reminds me, I think while
That
I was
sounded like a modem I was doing, but it was actually just the motor in a old.
yeah, I think kind of now that you mention it. Something else that happened on vacation. I believe I learned that Bean's dad, who much like me, ends up having some, you know, old electronics by virtue, not necessarily of like, I'm a fan of old electronics, but by virtue of not throwing stuff out. I think he said he still had an Amiga in his basement somewhere.
Man, you gotta get that.
And I was like, hey, I know people that would be really interested in that. And he was like, yeah, it's probably a collector's piece. Well, it's been great seeing you guys. It's like, I have no idea what kind of working condition it would be in. It's almost certainly sat for the 20, 30 years of not being especially relevant anymore.
Well, they built those things they built the computers to last back in the day.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you used to be able to repair them
oxidation
yourself
sets
too.
in.
Oh, that's true. I do know
so
that
do
like
spiders.
a lot of the chips that are likely to break, they've come up with replacement chips for them that you can get that are pretty much made from modern electronics, but they are wired up to like a circuit board so that they'll fit into the proper slots and whatnot.
You almost wish they'd be made with the old stuff, but it's probably illegal to make some of it, given the like lead and mercury content of some of that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Gosh,
how close are we getting here?
I don't know.
Oh,
you're in Finland at this point, I think.
Yeah. These are fjords that I'm looking at.
Yeah, you're actually. I'm looking at this weird black, sort of blurry. Okay, now I'm looking at fjords. It decided to hang up on the...
Oh no, what should we do? I know what we should do. Hit the right button is what.
We should set our destination. Now let's poison some
We're gonna
moes.
throw the crew overboard. They can't die of starvation if they're dead.
Let's use this telescope. Poison to get rid of rats in a ship. Oh, the rats have disappeared.
That's how rat poison works. We didn't have to even...
corpses have appeared.
We didn't even have to deal with the dead bodies. I'm surprised you wouldn't just like, hey, we're stuck out at sea. Why don't we just eat the rats?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds gross, but it's better than dying.
Yeah. Well, I do think you still have food.
Well,
unless your guys have all shot the food.
They're like, wait a minute, we poisoned all the food. No, too much poison.
Makes the baby go. Yeah.
Oh man, this is perfect. Slide right in here.
Good. Your navigation level and seamanship went up. My navigation and leadership and seamanship and knowledge and money and power and fame all went up. I'm mad.
Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna grab some foods here, and to end this video off, we're gonna head to where we can talk to Mercator.
Let's find out how much mad cash he gives us just for map info.
Just for mapping. No discoveries, all maps. And then there's a storm as we cross the small channel here to get to Copenhagen. Or Amsterdam, whichever one he's in.
You could autosail at this point. Yeah, no, there he is.
Man, look how fast we go here. Motorboat go so slow.
Yeah, well.
Alright, I think he's open all night to get lucky with maps.
Yeah, he likes to score with maps.
You walk in on him. Well, I was just charting some things.
I was rolling this up. Oh, Sakati, I was waiting for you. Thank you for all your hard work. Here's your pay, 50,800 gold pieces. Come back again.
He doesn't even pay you in ingots, he just places all the gold pieces there. Well, pick them up. Good luck carrying all that gold, it's pretty heavy.
Hey, Pietro, want to play 52 card pickup?
Alright, so I guess we ought to call it a video here.
Sure.
We've mapped the top of Russia. We found the 2 ports that will keep you from dying. They do.
You can sort of just look at our serpentine path across the entire world here. It's not
We've
quite
circumnavigated the globe.
It's not quite a perfect like
sine wave.
Yeah, it's not a perfect sine wave across the world like you would expect to see a like satellite plan, like flight path or anything like that. But it's close for some of it there.
For a ship driving like a robot.
Yes.
It's not that bad. Anyhow, I'm Zerfall.
And I'm BoboTheVulture.
And I'd like to thank you for watching us do a lot of sailing with not a lot going on as we play Uncharted Waters 2 New Horizons, Pietro Conte's story.
Did you know the Governor General of Italy's looking for you?
I hate that guy.
Oh.
Bye, folks.
Bye.